Hi, everybody. Lisa Fry, my mystical life. How did we get that name? Interesting, right? Because I felt like my life was going batshit crazy at that time. So there's a little Palo Santo, you guys. Little Palo Santo. Just a little chill time. Ellie Coyle and I were supposed to go live today, but you can't make this up. There was a jackhammer outside my window to my office, and I was like, seriously, they've been doing it all day long. I was so tired of the jackhammer, but they stopped. But we didn't get to go live together because of my jackhammer issues. So we just said, well, maybe we're not supposed to do that today. So here we are. And I'm just trying to chillin' before before my husband picks me up later. So I decided at 3:30 in the afternoon, who doesn't need a cup of coffee? Anyhow, you needed that Palo Santo? Y'all, just take a hot second and breathe, because it just is that kind of day. It is that kind of day. It's a miracle day, right? It's about a miracle. We talked earlier this morning on Coffee Chat, we talked about miracles. And then we dove down into things like, why do we believe some of the things we believe? And how do we jump up out of that area? And all those really, really cool things, right? So we did talk about a bunch of stuff on Coffee Chat this morning. You know how it goes. We go down the rabbit hole. It's what we do. But this afternoon, we're going to do readings. So if you guys want to share one time, that'd be fabulous. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. But it is what kind of day it is. Just breathe. I woke up this morning, and so Monday lost my wallet. Now this wallet has a story. This wallet in my purse has a story, but we're going to just go ahead and call this the boomerang wallet. Because we didn't cancel our credit cards or nothing, because we knew it was coming back. I got a message this morning that says somebody found it in Houston and turned it in right away. Awesome. So my wallet's on its way back to me. So that's amazing, right? How often does that happen? You have intense anxiety. Everybody just send a lot of love to Michelle Schneider's way if she's open to it. You know, that is what we can do as a community, is send love and light to each other. And I think that we need to have just a separate section on our page just for, hey, I need a bump. Cheng need a little bump, you know? So, I mean, that is something we do for each other. We breathe through the crap, and we are there for each other. New moon soon. Let it go. Were you here earlier, Renee? Because that's what one of the messages from Spirit was this morning, was new moon, the promise of new things, releasing the old shit, bringing in the new stuff. It really was one of this morning's messages. I don't even know how we got it. Oh, because I was wearing black. You don't even know how we went down that rabbit hole. That's what we do, right? We go down a rabbit hole. I'm okay. Because in the end, it has to work out, doesn't it? We just have to keep moving our meat suit through. Just breathe. Anyways, so let us go ahead and start reading for people. I know I already have somebody here with me. Angel Tabbert Boyd, you were on my listed call today. I wanted to remind you that today is your brother's birthday, and I haven't called him yet either, because I'm a horrible sister. And I was going to call you today to see how you fared with the tropical storm / hurricane. Yeah, it was. That's what the message was this morning. It was really cool. Okay, so you guys, let's go ahead and share out. Let's really pump up our community today. Let's get everybody revved up in the room. Let's raise the vibration. Let's raise the roof. Let's raise each other up, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be fun and raise each other up. What are we today? What's your word? What's your word today for you guys? If you're a late bloomer, give me a whoop whoop. If you're not a late bloomer, you're missing out. We have tomorrow on the Late Bloomer, it's actually called My Mystical Life Membership. We have the physical body and healing mediumship, meditation comes out tomorrow. So that will be out tomorrow afternoon. I'm probably going to have to tape it tonight because they're probably going to be doing more jackhammering tomorrow. And then Monday's class is on crystals. Don't ask me which crystal it's going to be about. Explanatory. I don't know. Mr. Fry hasn't given me that information yet, but I think that it is grid work. I don't know. You can't hold me to anything. You're right. It only takes a beautiful moment to change a smile. So let's move on. We're going to be doing some readings here. The blue opal is beautiful. I don't even have any in the office here. I don't have it in here. I forgot. Why are they jackhammering at the house? So here in Santa Fe, we're all in Pueblo Adobe style homes. You want strawberry onyx. We're looking for blue onyx at the moment. And the people next door, I don't know, are having new windows put in or something. I have no idea, but they have to jackhammer their house to get the work done. It's terrifying. Okay, let's move on. Moving on, we are going to be pulling some cards and we're going to be doing some readings. So don't forget, if you are just signing on, you can stick around because I scroll through the feed. Oh, you got it. You got it, Renee. I'm sorry. I kind of flaked this morning. I'm glad you figured it out. Thank you so much. So I scroll through the feed. I call who my guides tell me to call for. Just because, you're maybe up in the feed doesn't mean you're not going to get called. They just tell me as I scroll through when to stop. So that's what we're doing. Saturday, by the way, we do have a crystal sale at 11 Central on our mystical crystals. Let's see, where's that? I have a headache. Probably from all of the jackhammering today. Oh, there you go. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Not that one. There we go. I found me. Okay, that's where the crystal sale will be. Don't forget, if you're a My Mystical Life member, you get 10, 15, or 20% off your whole order. So if you're a member does have benefits. Membership comes with benefits. So there you go. Who on here has found that their member benefits have paid for their shipping? Most people that. Okay, let's see. April Lynn, I want to tell you, it's so funny because I was sitting here. I think that's Willy Wonka. Imagination. I think you have some things coming in that are going to take you beyond where you thought they were going to be. So you can imagine what you think is going to happen, but it's going to step well beyond that. And make sure, this is April Lynn, guys, don't forget that. Make sure that when people start to ask you to do more because they're like, oh, look at this, she's doing a great job, and they start asking you to do more, that you are also getting compensated because they'll be like, oh, she's sweet, she'll do it. So if they're giving you more job load, make sure that you get the promotion or whatever goes with that because they're like, it's going to be beyond your imagination. So I hope that helps. This Saturday is the 10th. Yes. Okay. Kathy Hendel, I want to say that you have unseen things around you. I know that specifically because they're talking about your olfactory. They're talking about your sense of smell. They're saying that if you are catching little glimpses of phantom smells, that is validation. You need to take the validation where it comes, Kathy. This is for Kathy Hendel. Take the validation when it comes to you. So many times, you guys, we walk by validation and go, oh, that was really funny. That was a coincidence. That was weird. Take it, run with it, and be happy that somebody that loves you enough to come across and say, hey, I'm here to let you know that they're there for you. Let's see what else they have to talk about. I don't know. Talking about like a red flower. There's a red flower. It almost reminds me of like a poppy. Take the validation better than a 2x4 moment. I don't know. I think I'd take the 2x4 moment every day. I'll take the 2x4 every day because it means that something happened and I'm going to step forward and I'm it's okay. It's all right. I don't mind a 2x4 validation at a moment at all. Okay, let's move on. We're going to move on pretty quickly today. I'm trying to get to a bunch of people in, and we'll move on from there. Amy Hafner, so you guys, whatever comes across. It could be Akashic Records. It could be animal totems. It could be they have something to just give you an information about. It could be mediumship. It could be whatever. So just whatever comes across. Amy Hafner, I want to tell you, I don't know if you have allergies or if you have some kind of sinus issue going on. Keep an eye on it. Just go to the doctor and get antibiotics. Don't screw around, right? It's just, if it's a sinus infection creeping up on you, then that's what it is. But don't screw around with it. They're like, they give me this sinus pressure and they're like, oh gosh, like that. So it could be just simple allergies that turn into something like that. So just make sure you're taking care of yourself. I hope that's helpful. Larnie Hayes, I love your name. Awesome. Welcome. You guys, if you're new, let us know, because I'll tell you, I'm just the mouthpiece, and I'm serious. I wrote that in the description today. I'm just the mouthpiece for Spirit. Spirit works through all these people in the community. It is amazing. If you're not seeing all the messages, it's because I have a collective feed. So here we go. Let's keep going. 2x4 is okay as long as they don't leave a migraine, right? I don't plan on channeling Ashtar today, you guys. It's not in the cards for me, but as we know, not always do we get to do what we want to do. Thelma's new. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. Okay, go get them, Spirit. We have Stace Ham on here. By the way, you guys, if you're in the membership, Stace Ham is doing the light language class. Actually, it's just her time to get on and chat and talk about light language on the 19th. So keep that on your books, you guys. Stace Ham is going to come in for light language. I'm really excited about that. It's not, I mean, I do it when we're doing healing sessions, but I don't know a thing about it. I just know that it started to happen. So don't miss that. If you guys are not in the membership and you want to be in the membership for all of these classes that we're talking about and the incredible community that is commenting below, I'll find out where I'm at. There I'm at. Okay, let's pull out a deck. Sounds bad, doesn't it? Sounds bad. Let's pull this one and that one. Okay, and that one. Okay, I have two. This way I can. We extra chatted today. I really should be on in the afternoons. Marta, I saw your message. I haven't seen the whole message. I will check that in a little bit. I don't have the full Alice in Wonderland deck. I have it in the garage in the crystal room, but I don't actually have the deck for me. It's not one that pulled me. It's not one that called to me. It just didn't. There is a couple out there that I have fallen in love with, though, and this is one of them. But we'll keep moving on. So the card deck I did pull is, what did I pull? The Wisdom of Avalon. Let me tell you why I'm pulling this deck. I'm pulling this deck because there's a lot of people on our feed that are here all the time. I don't want to miss giving them a message, but sometimes as a reader, anybody on here that's a reader, it's tougher to read for people we know because we know so much about them. We're invested in their story. So sometimes it's better just to get a card and say, okay, and take that leap from there. So that is why I have pulled some cards out at this moment, because honestly, cards, they're great. They just are a leap off point, basically, though. Ow. Okay. Let's do Lana. Awesome, Lana. I'm glad you liked our talk this morning. I actually had someone tell me this morning that I'm too redundant, that we talk about the same thing every day. And I'm like, seriously, we're talking about Lisa's wearing black. I mean, we've never talked about it before. So I was like, all right. Lana Carlson. I get tears, and I get a loss of breath. I actually think this is mediumship, so just give me 1 second. Okay, this is mediumship. It kind of crept up on me. Normally when I get a lot of mediumship come in, my ear buzzes, and I believe this person would have had an hearing issue. I also think they might have messed up a few words. They might have had a stroke. I feel like it's a woman. Might have had a stroke earlier on in life. I feel like there's a drag on one side of my energy. Can you this is for Lana, you guys. This is not gallery. This is for Lana Carlson specifically. Can you validate anybody like that, Lana? I know, right? Wearing black and happy of finding my wallet and jackhammer. The jackhammer. I don't even understand the jackhammer today, but whatever. Is Lana on here? I think it's always a different. I go with what Spirit says. I just go with it. We end up down some rabbit hole or another, don't we? You are situated for plane tickets. Is that for Salem? Is that for Salem? Aaron, here's the thing. We didn't cancel the credit cards or nothing. We went, it'll come back. Who does that shit? Yesterday, I was like this close to canceling the cards, and Sam's like, no, we're not going to do that. Yes, you're coming to Salem? How exciting. So we did get the wallet. The wallet's found. It's on its way back to me right now. Houston, actually. It was in the Houston airport. And we could go into the the reason I feel safe about it is I know it went directly to security, because there was nobody else. We got on the plane at 1 o'clock in the morning. Everybody else is gone. Okay, I don't see Lana on here. Oh, yep. Okay, here she is. Had a stroke before passing. Also, okay, so it's definitely your mother. It's definitely that mother. It's the female aspect. So let me see what else we have to talk about, because she's really kind of a softer energy coming in. She just kind of crept in on me. And I was like, hey, I have a buzzer. This is like my doorbell. Okay, this is like my mediumship doorbell. Ring the ear, and we know we have mediumship here. And so she's also talking about. Yes, Marta, message me. I know I have to get back to your message. And yes, I can absolutely answer any questions you have about Salem. Salem is creeping up pretty quickly. I was thinking about putting something up there where people, if they wanted to break it down into payments, they could do that. I haven't figured out how to do it yet, but I'm going to try to do that. I don't know how to dress up as for Salem. I know that's my big thing too, right? What am I going to do? I have to make it a costume. Anyways, let me get back to Lana. Between the lines, you guys. Let's keep it between the lines. If everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. Yeah, again, that jackhammer was, you are so excited. I'm so excited, you guys. Okay, Lana. We're going right back to the little validations. The little validations that we're a themed one, Tanya. Why conform, right? I need to talk to you. I will message you when I'm done here. I'm committing myself to that. I'm committed. Not legally, but okay. Between the lines. Coffee, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Validations. So she's talking about validations, and I almost feel as if there is this one little thing that makes you think of her. And of course, that's such a blanket thing, and I can't stand when they give me blanket stuff, because I want to give you the details. I want to say, 1 year you stepped on a bobby pin and blah, 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 funny. So I'm talking about bobby pins. I'm talking about bobby pins. And did she used to do somebody's hair in like pin curls? Did your Lana, did your mom used to like pin curl somebody's hair or put them in rollers? Not that she must, I'm not saying she did it all the time, but like she would have done it for somebody else. Did she really? I've talked to the people at that group at the hotel like a lot. Not maybe a lot in the last little bit of time. Did you tell her? I said, we're the weirdos. No, I told her they say we have full range. We can do whatever the hell we want in that room. I'm like, all right. I'm bringing the seance tables. Actually, we are doing seance that night and table tipping. Lana, are you still here? I have table tipping. She did her own hair in rollers. Don't remember if she did others. I feel like it would have been like a custodial thing, like another family member, like somebody was infirm and she would have tended to their hair. She's showing these bobby pins and the patience that goes along with that. Oh, we are going to be up to all kinds of shenanigans in Salem, you guys. I'm going to put this up here, just, shameless plug, but yeah, this is what we're talking about for everybody who doesn't know. Do you like my graphics? I'm so technical. Mr. We are the weirdos. It's Laura Kading in the house. Can I get a whoop whoop for Laura? She had 3 sisters, so I'm sure she did a hair lot. I'm supposed to tell you, Lana, that she is not alone. I'm supposed to tell you that she is like, it would be such a peaceful thing to be sitting there doing somebody's hair. I'm supposed to let you know there's like a gathering of people. And if you expected her to be sitting there with somebody, that she is, and that there's laughter and hugs and love. And there might have been a disagreement in life. If there had been a disagreement in life, don't worry about that, because that's totally resolved. Everybody's fine. Everybody's getting along. If there was quirks and personalities, don't worry about it. It's a teaching moment. That's the way we're looking at it. It's a teaching moment, right? We're all a teaching moment. Look at all the people that are going to Salem. We are going to have so much fun. If everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. Hi, Vicki McHale. Hi, Vicki McHale. So yeah, I'm going to pull this for Kelly Hansen. I hope that's helpful. I hope you understand what I'm talking about, Lana. She is this, I don't know how to explain her energy as it comes across, because, Lana, let me tell you about that. Because I want to touch on this. I'm not going to say that child is all the time with your mom. When we have energies, and I'm totally running this because now she's like ringing my ear. When we have energies that pass early like that, and they never make it into physical human form, or they've made it into a physical human form and they don't stay here as long as we want them to, right? And they pass away very, 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 very young. Those little energies stick with us through our life. They know what's going to happen when they sign up for this lifetime that they're in. And they know that maybe you need more of a spiritual help in that lifetime. So anytime you have that feeling that you're not alone, take that into your heart, because I'm going to tell you, the energy and love that comes from a baby is massive. And they're here to help us and give us emotional support and teach us lessons. And as a mother of having lost a child, I can tell you that. And it was one of my big validators to figure out that, hey, there's something on the other side, because I didn't believe in psychics until I was 38. So that was one of my pieces of validation for this person to come out of blue and say, this is a thing, So when I say the child is not with your mom all the time, it's because mostly with you. Okay. You switched to Facebook instead of YouTube. Yeah, there's a lot more people, a lot more You're in the lab for blood work. Good man. Whew. There's a lot more people interacting on Facebook, so you'll catch a lot more of the comments. All right, this is for Kelly Hansen. Kelly's going through a rough patch right now, but we love her. Absolutely. Absolutely, Laura. You'll make me cry, y'all. Okay, you're gonna make me cry. And I have to go for crab legs after this. I don't have to, but I'm gonna. So I want to talk. This is so cool. Okay, I didn't realize this was a tarot deck. Is this a tarot deck? It must be a tarot deck. Oh, these are oracle cards. Okay. All right. Kelly Hansen, you can't make this shit up. Okay. Everybody give Kelly a little bit of love. You can't make this. I want crab legs too. Oh my gosh, you guys. The place that we're going for tonight is just off the chain. I know Sam shared pictures. Kelly Hansen, I want you to know you are loved. We love you. And some things are not meant to be, right? And we know on a soul level when we have met somebody that isn't our match, they're not as in tune as we are, or we just don't feel that mesh, right? Sometimes it's about sex, but not today. This is the Grail Knight. He talks about romance, illusions of romance, and seeking the sacred. And the sacred to me for you on this particular card. And this is why I pull cards for people that I know. If I know you, I'm going to pull a card for you, generally. Because what is sacred? What is sacred to you? Is it your journey? Is it somebody standing in your journey? Can that be an issue? Yeah. If they're not on target with you, they don't have to be in the same spiritual journey as you, but if they're going to be a roadblock, ooh, there's my husband. Lordy, Lordy, I do declare. So if everybody give a hi, Sam. So maybe it's just not the right one. What is the illusion? Perfection? Absolutely, there's an illusion about perfection, isn't it? Kind of goes back to what we were talking about this morning on Coffee Chat. There's no perfect. I think this was an illusion. I do declare, Sam Fry's in the house. It's probably him online going, what are you doing?
How much about all this, okay?
Oh, that's not it. That's not it. Stop. It's not him. Okay. He was delusional. There you go. Okay, moving on. Look at all the people who love you in here. Can I get a just because I'm nosy, can I get a roll call on who's going to Salem? Can I get a roll call on who's going to Salem? I know we have several people in the house and I'm just trying to bring it into my brain. Because I need to bring it into my brain. You're forcing yourself to put a smile on your face and it's helping my mood. I do have, we lived in the South long enough that I have one of the dirtiest Southern jokes I have ever heard that was told to me by a Southern belle. It is so raunchy. I can't even tell it on the internet. It's bad. It's so bad. Little 95-year-old Southern belle at my desk doing her nails one day. And she's like, let me tell you a joke. Like, oh, that's cute. Oh my God. Oh, Lordy, Lord, I needed a drink. Maybe if I didn't, I'm sorry, Kelly. Stace, you can get tickets right up to the day. It's fine. Yeah. Honey, do tell. Lord kidding. That is an off Facebook joke. Okay. It's an off Facebook joke. I just can't. I just can't. Okay, moving on. card, Miss Bell. All right, Edwin, you're funny. Okay. I might even break it. I'm trying to figure out how to break it down so that, yeah, there we go. That you can make 2 payments on it. Edwin, you need a dragon. Are you guys talking about these dragons? Those dragons? Those China Jade dragons? Those dragons? Okay. I know, right? It's tempting to leave the kids on Halloween. Edwin, this is about love, but this isn't necessarily about love of a person. I want to talk about the feeling that I get off this is the love about your journey. You are one of the people that I can look at and go, you are so in love with your spiritual journey. You are like one step after another. It's almost as if sometimes I feel like you're pulling a weight uphill where you're just like, gotta do it, gotta do it, gotta do it, gotta do it. And you're always looking for the next level. This is where I'm going to tell you, don't shoot the messenger. Sometimes we have to slow down and we have to evaluate what works for us and what does not work for us and allow things to come in instead of forcing them to fit in the peg. So love yourself enough to give yourself the patience to allow things to put the lotion in the basket. Puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. I don't do it nearly as well as Hopkins, right? I'd take that as a sign, Aaron. I want an angel wing stone. We have them. Now, if you were to ask me where, I have no idea because I don't know. Slavka! I know, Mr. Fry. Mr. Fry wanted to buy the Silence of the Lamb house, and I went, no. I almost put it up my nose that time. Okay, let's go on. Let's go with Larnie. Larnie Hayes. I'm supposed to do this card for you over here. Recommendations for a beginner deck. I do, actually. I like this deck. Is this the deck I'm thinking about? If you guys can see, I have a lot of decks off to the side. This is the deck I'm thinking about. This is actually tarot cards, but they have all the descriptions on them, which I think is very, very helpful, right? Look at all that right there on the card, all that great stuff. This is the Fairy Tarot cards. We do have some in the store. Don't forget, those are not the full-size decks, so the pocket size, they fit in your purse, right? But these, I really recommend these for beginners. I really, really like. I swear to God, if that is the jackhammer guy, I'm going to go 6 ways of crazy. But I really like this deck, and this is it's by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Really great deck. But for Landry Hayes, I want to do Landry Hayes. I've got a bunch of decks in here. What's the difference between tarot and oracle cards? Tanya Lee's over there going, this is, I'm in her class. I'm in her tarot class. She's probably sitting over there going, yes, quiz her. Just 6 ways. All decks fit in your purse if you carry a big one, right? Or if you, whatever, lose it or whatever. So tarot decks you can read much more structurally. I feel like I'm in class. You can read much more structurally if you want to, but you can also read them very intuitively. Oracle cards you're going to read intuitively. You're going to pick from them what you get from them. Right. Okay. Landry, I do remember saying your name. Larnie, we have somebody named Landry. Larnie Hayes. I want to talk about horses. Larnie, I want to talk about horses. And obviously I didn't pull a card yet, but that's okay because I get the correlation. I want to talk about animal totems. I love that an animal totem come across for you. You have this really fluffy, fun energy. And when you have a horse come across, horses are the healers of the animal kingdoms. That's why there's nothing like the smell of a barn. that's cleaned properly, and walking up to a horse and feeling that you just relax. If you're a horse person, you know what I'm talking about. You lean into that mane, everything melts away, and you're just like, this is where I need to be. It's such a calm, extremely calm place. You know what, guys? If we eventually move back to Ohio, look at me, Ohio, and we have our horses, we're going to be utilizing our horses in some of our healing sessions and opening up our house as a, Mr. Fry's probably going, what the hell is she talking about? Opening up our place, because we have a huge Victorian farm home, as a kind of a a place to work and heal. Okay. Gotta run, Tanya Lee. I'll talk to you later. Have fun in your live. I'll try to sneak in between crab legs. Okay. So Larnie, I will message you later, Tanya. I gotta do it. Watching from work in northern Los Angeles. I think I'm getting them. Okay. Oh yeah, we'll do drumming retreats, horse healing retreats and stuff like that if we still have our horses, and that's what we end up doing. Learning. So, horses are the healers of the animal kingdom. We're going to do New Orleans next year in October. We're doing New Orleans next year. And okay, I gotta stay right over here. It's Sylvia T. I gotta stop. I need a moderator or something so I just don't look at the comments. When I have a horse come across for somebody, I know you've missed. Oh, it's thunder. I know you've missed some of your calling in life, only because I don't feel like you're totally aligned with that healer yet. You're a natural healer yourself. I don't know if you're aware of that, but if you don't do an type of energy working, you should be. I actually feel like Saint Germain would love to get in touch with you with the violet flame if he isn't. Focus. So I just feel like you have all of these avenues that you could be going down for healing, and horses are amazing energy. When we have them come in, I love to work with animal totems anyways, but they're my favorites to work with because they're a big energy as well. And they're very defensive of your energy. So this is a lifetime animal totem for you that comes in and says, look, we need to learn how to let stuff go easier. We need to let energies flow better, and we can be facilitators for other people's healings. But that does not mean that you take their issues into yourself, whether it be emotional. Northern Louisiana, okay. LA, could have been Los Angeles. Thank you. So just know that is all in your wheelhouse. Beautiful, beautiful energy. But I pulled a deck of cards for you, and this is the Hawaiian healing deck. So it's no coincidence that you had that horse come forward to say, I'm here to help protect her throughout her life and bring in healing. And also the Hawaiian healing intentions come in. And Ellie was talking about this in her last live. When you guys come on, it's because messages may be for multiple people, right? That messages might be for multiple people. So I'm covered in paint. So I am pulling a card. I've been painting today. I actually kind of took the day off a little bit. I did some work, and then they were jackhammering out here, so I couldn't do any more. I could have worked in the crystal room, but I didn't feel like it. So I was painting today, and I just finished my second Sphinx. And if you guys want to know about the Sphinxes, I'll tell you about the Sphinxes. Your niece is a horse trainer and has something like 10. Yes, my book is open for readings. You guys can go to mymysticallife.com to book. My book is open for readings. It'll be open for another week, and then I'm going to close it again. Because I'm a princess. No, because I stayed pretty busy. I felt the need for some downtime today, and I love to paint. I can get lost in painting. I'll bring it over here if you guys want to see it closer. But I can definitely get lost in painting. Okay. Manava? Not seen this one. Manava. W's in Hawaiian are V's. So I'm going to assume that there's a teal day there. Manava. Time, turn, and season. So it's what they're saying here is it's time to maybe change your course a little bit. I love animals. I'm not surprised that you got an animal. It's time to maybe turn your attentions to some new things in life. And you're painting grids. If you guys have not seen Teresa Gibbs's mandala art, mine is still sitting in Oklahoma. I have a twin desk to this one in Oklahoma. Check it out. You're welcome to put your link up here, Teresa, if you have any pieces that are for sale. They are quite gorgeous. But it is time to change your direction on some things and move in different areas of learning, because they do talk also about you bringing in new knowledge. I'm sorry, I'm having the hardest time keeping straight today, right? Whew, squirrel. Love the mushroom. That's Sam's mushroom. He carried it through Home Goods for an hour. He was determined. I swear he had to fight off gnomes for it. Love the painting. Would like to know what you prompted to create the painting. I'll grab the painting. So, interesting. First of all, Lisa has a dress on with pockets. With pockets. It's important. So, this is my, I gotta figure out where I'm at. Spirit art painting that I'm working on. The earth is not finished, obviously, because we don't have any continents on it, right? I hope that helps, Larnie. I'm sorry. It's just very disconnected. So this is, they're actually gold and silver. You can't see the silver on the other Sphinx very well. They're gold and silver. Oh yeah. It has so much more light. And the reason I'm not done with that, I'm not done with out here. This is actually outer space. So it just felt like something I needed to do. The Sphinxes, the one in the middle, the female's not done yet in the middle. I know who it is, but I haven't finished it. Oh no, Liz, you lost your baby. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's been a thing in the last month. People have been a lot of issues. I was called to do a piece of spirit art, and it started off as just spirit art with watercolor. And we'll pull from that deck. Okay. The Sphinxes, there's two Sphinxes. Now my guides worked with me, and this is like validation, right, guys? So my guides were giving me, because they work only as they do, the who's in the middle. I know who's in the middle. Her name's Lithia. They kept giving me the Sphinxes from the Never-Ending Story. And I mean, I would meditate and I would be in front of those Sphinxes and I'm like, what am I being judged? What the hell's going on? And my guides kept telling me, no, search for the Sphinxes. And I'm like, so you look all over. You can't find anything but Sphinxes that look like the Sphinx in Egypt, right? So we were watching something on television. This is how they work, right? Very randomly. Sam and I were watching something on television and up come the Sphinxes. And I was like, what the holy bat balls? I can't even believe it. Pause the TV, started searching. The Sphinxes from the Never-Ending Story are referenced. Now, mind you, I researched this. I would have felt judged too, right? I researched this and researched the Never-Ending Story Sphinxes. I couldn't find anything. There is a Sphinx in the Acropolis on a big, huge, tall pillar that matches these. And there's a Sphinx in Delphi that faces, holy bat balls, that faces the Acropolis Sphinx. They were set up as sister city Sphinxes. And it shows the connection between, the Greek Empire and the Delphi. You guys ready for this? And the Delphi oracles. So, not something I talk about a lot, right? Delphi, and my hands are like buzzing just talking about it. But sometimes when I channel, I bring across a Delphi oracle named Lithia, and she is one of my guides. And that is who that is. It is the Delphi oracle. And we're just going to dip off into the weirdness here. For whatever reason, I run across a Delphi oracle every once in a while because there wasn't just one Delphi oracle. The Delphi oracle, you've been there, it's a bucket list place for me. Delphi is a bucket list place for me, and so is the Parthenon. So the Delphi oracles, here's a history lesson, you guys. The Delphi oracle was multiple priestesses that had aged above 35 or 40 years old, pretty much basically past their usefulness. And what they would do is, as they set the oracle over top of the chair, on the chair over top of the crevice in the earth, those the fumes would slowly poison them to death, and they almost got like radiation poisoning. So they went through oracles like this. Every once in a while, I'll run across somebody that I can go, I know you. And it's because they were in the sisterhood of the Delphi oracle. And so that is why I have a Delphi oracle guide. It's because it's not our first lifetime together, and we have been in a physical capacity as well. And you don't hear me talk about it very often because still kind of a little weirdness for me. But so I've sat on the chair. I've sat on the Delphi oracle chair, and that was one of my past lives. So when I started doing this, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing. And they're like, just do it. I knew the face. I knew the person I was doing. And then after I got that up, they're like, now you need your sphinxes. And I went, oh, light bulb. So it happens that way. It does. It happens that way. And it feels a little crazy. So I don't talk about that because that portion to me, I just have and I've had people that know me that have done different readings for me, didn't know each other, give the same reading, and you go, okay. What? Yes. I do free readings here, and I do paid readings on my webpage for the next week, and then I will close my book out again for just a while. I don't know how long. You know what? My guides do that as well. They're like, not crazy, unique. I go, oh my God. Talk about pressure, like hindsight pressure. You know, the Roman Empire or the Greek, was it the Greek Empire, rose and fell according to the oracles. No, see, that's why it makes me feel weird, Miss Delphi and her golden crown. You know what? We all have lessons in past lives. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. Some of the lives we've had as priests and priestesses, and I've known a long time that I've worked in the Parthenon. I also know that I've worked in the goddess Artemis's temple multiple times. She's like my bud. But you know, there you go. I love all you guys. You know that? No, seriously. You still like them vapors? No. No, but can you imagine Sphinx energy and Delphi lights on the mountainside? I would love to go there. Sam and I are talking about a month-long trip through Europe in 3 years for our 35th anniversary. And that's one of the places we're talking about going. Is we're looking at our route as to how we want to go. Looking for that spark. Bring that new car smell back to the car. Bounce sheets work great. I don't know, Erin. Should we do a couple free? Should we do a couple Akashics? Should we do a couple Akashics? If we do a couple Akashics, I want to start with Edwin. I don't know where we're going yet, Edwin, so be patient with me. I have no idea where we're going. Never shoot the messenger when doing past life readings. I cannot help where you have been in the past. I just can take the jump over to the Akashic records and check it out. So don't shoot me, because sometimes they're messy, right? I know at least one person on this feed today has been a mass murderer. I can't help that. It's not my fault. Lisa, you once mentioned that this is your last life here unless you choose to come back. How do you know it's your last life here? Another one of those I've been told by multiple people randomly, but it's also a feeling. And even as I talk about it, you might be a mass murderer. Even as I talk about it, Archangel Michael is coming forward and my lip is vibrating and he's like, we're all protected. We're all moving forward. Whatever we need to do is going to happen and it's all fine. Don't worry about it. And I think that's part of it. I'll be totally honest with you guys and tell you that my one thing that I work on in this life, it is the only thing. I let everything else go. I really, really do, except I have to call my brother for his birthday. I better not let that go because I'll never hear the end of that. But I let a lot of stuff go. It just comes in and I go, it's not that important. I don't hold grudges like I used to. The one thing I work on in this life is the loss of a loved one. And not every loved one. Like my counterpart would be very difficult for me. And I know that I can't gravitate there because if I do, then what am I doing? I'm attracting that. So that is what I'm working on. And that's my lesson. That's my lesson in this life. That's why Sam and I are so close. So I just know that it's my last life if I choose to. So I've been pushing Sam to like bump it up, man. Bump up it up so when we transition, we're there together. Okay, everybody, if you're having to leave, have a great afternoon. So let's do Akashic. Edwin, let's do Edwin. What's the time is running out feeling? There's a lot of things that are coming to a close and new things coming open. Edwin, I want to talk about the one thing I pick up for you right out the gate, and I have to take it down that rabbit hole, is bare feet, very dirty feet, male feet. A lot of walking. Oh, gotcha. Okay. A lot of walking in sand. And they're immediately taking me to the Holy Land. They're taking me to the Holy Land. Oh. Interesting. Not what I would have thought. So this is a gentleman. He's showing himself to be about 30 to 35 years old. And in the time frame that I'm talking about, that would have been a good ripe old age. And he carries something. Now, the significance of somebody in this time frame, we're talking in the times of Jesus Christ, you guys. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your denomination is. I don't care about any of that. I can tell you that Jesus Christ walked the face of the planet. I'm a spiritual person. I don't go to church, but I can tell you that I have sat down in a meditation and felt that energy. Who else can give me a hand up on that? Because it is an amazing thing. Just because he has been put into the Bible doesn't mean he wasn't, okay, I don't know how to put this. Incredible energy. We'll just go with an incredible energy. So as we're in that time frame, that's the feeling I get. But for somebody in that time frame to be carrying paper, papyrus, for them to be carrying anything that had writing on it would have been astounding, because guess what? Not a lot of people wrote. Not a lot of people had things that they could write on or knew how to put things to paper, right? Papyrus would have been very, very precious. I don't feel like this is something that this person wrote. He's carrying it. He's kind of like a courier, and he's passing out the word. Oh, that's exactly what they say. He's passing out the word, but not like you would write it and you would see it written in the Bible. Okay. It's not like you would have seen it written in the Bible. But this person is kind of walking around and talking and saying, here's my words. Here's the words of it's almost like a pamphlet. Oh my God, I have a guide that has a great sense of humor. I have a guide that has a great sense of humor. Please don't hate on me. Please just love me for love the message. You don't have to love me. You don't have to like me. Love the message, because the message is like this. Oh shit. Excuse me, but do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Like somebody just knocked on the door. Okay, so they're telling me he was a disciple of the new religion. They were trying to get the word out. And I actually have Metatron like banging me in the back of the head going, I swear to God, you're going to kill me. It's better than somebody going, excuse me, but do you have time to talk about your extended warranty on your car? Anyhow, I really feel like that Jesus did some really incredible things in his lifetime, notable, discussable, shareable things. And that this is what this person did, is they walked and passed out the word. He may not have had parchment. He might have had, those papers, but what he did do, I'm seeing all these things up. What he did do was spread the word of what this wonderful person did. Okay. And it's a really, they call it a spark of life. Actually, they're almost like spark of purpose, spark of remembering, spark of aha. It was about bringing about knowledge and bringing about a sense of peace in a very, very tumultuous area. I think it felt like people were arguing, and it was just love, just love. I honestly not versed in the Bible. I went to church when I was a kid. I was in kindergarten, catechism, all that. I was Catholic when I was younger, but I don't remember any of it. I couldn't even remember where I put my freaking wallet. So how am I going to remember catechism? But it's found, thank God. Praise. So there we go. You have the funniest Jehovah's Witness story. Oh my God. You used to hide in the basement when the Jehovah's Witness came. When we lived in Virginia, Linda would invite them in and have Bible study with them. And I just could not mesh with the fact that women were not equally worthy. And that bothered me. He made a great sacrifice. You're right. He made a great sacrifice in so many ways. And believe it or not, I think who said that they came, I don't remember. I'm not going into that rabbit hole. It's too late to go into that rabbit hole. Peggy Dollar, they validated for me I was okay to be spiritual and religious too. It's really important. It's really cool that you brought that up, because somebody sent me a meme today, and this guy was talking, what he was talking about was life between lives. He didn't realize what he was talking about, but he did a TikTok video about, he watched The Fifth Kind, Encounters of the Fifth Kind or something like that, and started having vivid dreams. And he was freaked out. And my friend sent this to me, and I'm like, he's talking about life between lives, where they're meeting on the other side while he's sleeping and they're having a great time. And he comes back and he kept going, but I'm religious, and he's funny as all get out. And he's like, but I'm religious. And I'm thinking, you can be religious and spiritual. A lot of people think you can't, but you don't have to abandon your core beliefs as long as you're taking out the crap and the politics of religion and knowing that there's more beyond. You don't have to take it out. But a lot of people tell you have to. We all have to do our own spiritual journey our own way. And it's beautiful no matter what we do. Hi, Jennifer. Can I be added? I am new. Welcome. Make sure to click the like or the subscribe and the little bell so you know when we're on. Jesus is so cool. All I can think of is the Jesus from Dogma where he's out front. Hey! We are... and I need to get back to doing Akashics. Okay. I need to get back on keep it in between the lines. Okay. Emma does channelings of Jesus. Yes, she does. I've watched some of them. I haven't gotten through them all. A lot of people have Mary Magdalene visitations and work with her quite a bit. Buddy Christ. Yeah, that's it. Buddy Christ. Buddy Christ. Oh, Dogma is horribly gory movie. The Buddy Christ. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's a horribly bloody movie, but it's okay. Moving on. All right, so let's see. I always sound nuts trying to explain how wrong the thought process is. Psychics are evil. Do you realize who Jesus was? I know. We're not even going to go down that rabbit hole, right? Right. Okay, moving on. I have a little piece of gallery mediumship. Sorry, I don't know who this is, but I just know that I have somebody. So once again, gallery mediumship, guys, could be for anybody on the feed or somebody you know. You should watch Santa's Sleigh. No, thanks. I don't do gory movies well. That one just was a coincidence. So yes, no's, and I don't knows. I don't. I know. I have lived in the South. I lived in Farmville, Virginia. Yes, no's, I don't knows. I don't want to know about Great Aunt Gertie's purple hat in the closet. I don't even know about that. I just want you to let me know if you are in on the yeses. If this sounds like somebody you know, give me a yes. If it doesn't, you don't have to worry about it. Just enjoy somebody else getting a message, but let's go down that rabbit hole. I have a male energy. He was an overthinker big time, like busy. And he's judging me. Don't do that. He's not judging me. He's telling me slow down. So he's telling me to slow down. All right, dude, man. Okay, calm down. Let's do this. I feel like there would have been, you just got back from Memphis. Maybe it was Memphis. Maybe it was a southern summer night. Yeah. Maybe it was you. Maybe it's me. Okay. This person, I feel like, would have had something he would have found fascination in air travel. Like either he was a pilot or he liked planes or there were model planes or something along those lines. I just feel like there was this, it was how he calmed his brain down a little bit. Because I feel like his brain was very left brain, very mathematically inclined, was good at calculations. I also get this very acidy feeling to my stomach as well. Like all of that thought probably transmitted over into some sort of gastric issue. There would have been some burping that went on, and I think this person smoked when they were younger. This person was very protected. I don't know if you guys realize how protected this person was. He walked so closely with Archangel Michael because I feel like he was oblivious to some things. He was so smart. He was oblivious. He just kept moving on. Moving on, there might have been some kind of phrase he said that would be a memory. Like the first thing that comes to my mind is with my parents, it was always when we went to bed, it was see you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile, and then we want to go up to bed. So, I mean, there would have been some kind of phrase along those lines, but it didn't have to be a bedtime phrase. It just was a phrase that they would have said. And the reason I know that is because he went, moving on, which is a reference to one of our moving on phrases, right? How many yeses do I have, you guys? How many people are yes 100%? Type yes 100%. I keep seeing like chemtrails in the sky, only because it's a reference to air flight. And I hear like Kill Devil Hills. I hear Kill Devil Hills. I don't know if there might have been a connection to the fascination of first flight or a dune vacation. Can anybody validate Kill Devil Hills? Dunes. They don't have to be Kill Devil Hills. Dunes. First Flight. Can anybody validate that? Okay, I need you guys to type yes, Dunes. Dunes are important. I know what the message is already. It has to do with the dunes. Okay, moving on. Oh, I don't know what that has to do with anything. There's a movie, Nell. And in the movie, Nell, who was raised out in the middle of nowhere, had her own twin language. Her twin had passed away. And she would sit there and she would sing, and you could almost understand it, but it wasn't quite formed to words. And I don't understand why. I don't know if it was a mumbled thing. Yes, Kill Devil National Park has the dunes, but that's where the Wright brothers started their first flights. But it was like just this feeling that like this person had something they wanted to say before they passed away, but were unable to get out legibly. Can anybody take that? Because that is like a mumbled words, and it's like such a feeling of love. And I need to talk about this. I've got to talk about, I'm going to try and get those words out as hard as I can. Frustration. Almost see it in their eyes, like just so frustrated. I need this person to know what I'm saying. But that rocking would have been involved as well. How are you guys all in? Let's see. Something about something written down. I actually feel like it had to do with a will or something along those lines, where there was something that wasn't quite the way they wanted it to be. There was something that was written down that was not quite 100% right. How are we doing at that? Isn't it amazing, you guys, if you guys are on the Facebook feed, to see how many people can take all of the same information? Because sometimes the message goes for multiple people. We're at the point, you guys, if I'm giving information, you have to be able to take pretty much all of it. And also, please type yes and the validation piece that you are under at the back of. Like, so if it would have been dunes, you'd say yes, dunes, or yes, mumbling, or yes, rocking, stuff like that. Yes, note found. Okay, there's a note. This is important that something was written out, because I feel like I'm out of breath. I feel like I've got to write this down. I've got to get what I need to get out down, because it's so important. Because I just get this knocked back feeling. I just get this all the way down to my gut feeling. It's just a take your breath away moment. I need more. Something about a blue pen. Oh my gosh. If anybody has a blue pen next to them, please let me know. I'm looking for a blue pen. We're in Nicole and Kelly. I know Lee, Renee, Laura, I don't know. Renee, he made pens. Okay. This is so random. No blue pen. Okay, Laura. Rubber band wars. Rubber band wars. Can anybody validate rubber band wars? I'm waiting just because there's a lag, but rubber band wars, with pens. Hungry. Okay, we have Nicole. Yes, Nicole, give me your percentage of what you can take. Because I feel like there was a pen that was there, things were pulled back out of boom, and they were taking it. And they took off. And did somebody get hit in the face? Nicole, did somebody get hit in the face? I feel like somebody might have got dinged on the nose, or something that it was kind of funny, but somebody could have put an eye out, that kind of thing. Okay, so this is for Nicole. Okay, we have Nicole at 100%, and the clincher is the rubber band wars. So I already know. I already know what the message is. And if this feels like it's for you guys, then take it too, because you guys have been in a long time on this. And that does happen where we have multiple messages come across. What the hell are you doing? I feel like I'm on a swing. I feel like one of those double-sided swings where you're facing each other and it's like this being like ding, 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 ding. I know it's an interesting gallery, but look at the detailed information, and people are like, yes, we put dunes in there for crying out loud. Sand dunes, whatever. Paper wars, rubber band wars. So that's basically what I'm seeing. This zoop, 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 zoop. And you have to get off that. You have to get off that swing. Because if you're just going to keep sitting there and staring at yourself and not liking some of the things that you're doing and just keeping going on the path that you're going on, how far do you think you're going to get? And that's actually a question. That's a question I have for you, because that is the question that's being posed. And you said it earlier. What's the question? What's the definition of insanity? Right? Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting just different results. So you need to look at what the thing is in life that you're doing over and over, and you're going, I don't understand why this isn't working, and change that trajectory, because it's about trajectory, and it's about, he's using flame reference, taking off, being the first to step out. I actually feel like it's a family pattern, being the first to step out of the family pattern and go in a different direction. Be a pioneer. Be a pioneer for your family is what he's saying. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Okay. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. He's like, get off that freaking swing. Quit staring at yourself. Quit staring at the images that are put in front of you because that's what you believe is supposed to be in front of you. It's not. It's not. You have purpose. Oh my gosh. And with that, I am starving. I should look like I'm starving, but I am starving. I'm glad it makes sense. So I'm glad he came through, because he did come when I said, okay, we're doing this. He's like, whoo, we're doing this. Okay. And with that, I'm out. Oh, wait. Don't forget on the, I don't have it in front of me. Of course I don't have it in front of me. And I should. Hold on. Don't go nowhere, because I'm trying to be good here. Okay. So we have an event. We have an event, you guys. Let's see. Here we go. There I am. All right, found it. This is the link to the Mediumship Gallery. This is the Mediumship Gallery that Ellie Coyle and I'll be doing. We had a failed attempt today doing a mediumship, just because I had a jackhammer outside my window and you couldn't even hear me. So the link that I just posted here is to the Mediumship Gallery. It is a very limited seating gallery so that the most people can get the most message. You can get read messages, hopefully, right? So that is the link to that. We have a Saturday crystal sale where we're going to have the jade dragons. We're going to have the blue amber. We're going to have crystal carvings. The dendrited opal. Have you guys seen that? Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. so many things. The blue opal is going to be in the sale. So many things, brand new stuff in the sale on Saturday, 11 Central on Our Mystical Crystals. That's on Our Mystical Crystals. If I can find this. I have too many things. There we go. ourmysticalcrystals.com. But you can also, you're going to find that Our Mystical Crystals on Facebook, and that's where we'll go live from. So lots of stuff going on. Class on Monday is crystals. Tomorrow comes out the physical body meditation. I'm hoping, because I usually do my meditation things in the morning, and these jackhammer people are bothering me. There we go. Everybody have a wonderful evening. We will talk to you later. Thank you guys so much for joining in on the fun discussion. Yay, Jennifer Lucas. I joined Lisa's silver membership for now. We'll upgrade later. No worries, ma'am. We're just happy to. Those classes, you guys, on Mondays are live. I need to start really being more. I'm a horrible advertiser. All right, guys. Have a good evening. Love to all of you, and we will talk to you later. Find light, find love, feel divine, because you are.